Is anyone out there? I'm not sure if this is streaming or not. I really should know that. Can people hear me? Can people see me? Germany. Awesome. Okay, guys, it's happening. We're live. How is everybody? Got my YouTube t-shirt on. So today we're going to try something new. We're going to watch a video together, one of my favorite videos that I've ever made. We'll watch it together and I'll pause it if needed. And, you know, I can answer questions that are happening in chat. So we'll talk about things that we see. If you see something in the video and you have a question, put it in chat. And we're just going to watch this video together. And I'm going to pause it and we'll talk about things as we go. Okay, so let me figure out hotel room. You could also book a table at a restaurant. This means you've made
Too fast. Okay, I got to figure out how to start playing the video. Here we go.
Reservation. You could book a venue for your wedding, or a concert venue could book an act or a band.
Okay, hold on. I know what I did wrong. This is a brand new software, so bear with me here. Still figuring it out. Okay, guys. Here we go.
Booked my friend's band for Friday.
Now, how
Here,
do I start
OO
this
makes
video
the as in push vowel. Book. Book. So both the noun book and corner booked my friend's band for Friday.
Okay, guys, that is not working the way I wanted it to. I wanted it to start at the beginning of the video, but it's not. It's starting like 1 minute into the video. This is so frustrating. Okay, maybe if I do this.
Here, OO makes the as in push vowel. Book.
You guys are beautiful.
Book.
For sticking
So both
with
the
me
noun
as I figure
book
this out.
and the verb book are pronounced exactly the same.
Hi, I booked online, Rachel Smith, and then about an hour after I booked an upgrade.
I used the term upgrade. This means to improve on.
Okay, I'm still not happy with that. It's still not starting at the beginning of the video. You guys are so great for being here with me on my experiment of going live. It's a cool idea though, isn't it? We watch a video together and we go with it. Wait a second. Oh, you know, that is trippy. I need to put that away. What I'm seeing there is behind what I'm actually doing. Okay. There are currently 515 people here in this live stream, and I can't figure out how to start the video from the beginning. Oh, wait. I think I know. Hold on.
To get a higher quality. For example, if you've had your cell phone.
Not that. Shoot. I'm so disappointed, guys. I'm so sad. I wanted to figure out what I was doing with this video. Oh, I know. Here, I have an idea.
It's a bit slow.
Media,
you might
pause all videos. Okay. Now go to my video, in point. I want to start over. How do I do that? I'm not being too impressive here, am I? Well, we're going to watch this video together. If we have to watch it from 1 minute in, then we will. That's silly, but it's what we'll do if we have to do it. Video, in point, jump to 0, go back to the very beginning. Okay, that might have done it. Let's see, we'll try. I'm going to shrink myself down. Oh, I did it wrong again. You beautiful people. Thank you for being here with me as I figure this out. I appreciate you. It's kind of hard trying to be the person who controls everything and is live. But you guys are all here. Wonderful. Okay, I think I figured out how to start the video from the beginning.
Let's try this. That doesn't look quite right, but we'll see what happens when we click Start Plan.
Want to get an
Overviews.
upgrade. Here I'm using it as a noun. On a flight, you might be upgraded from an economy to a first class seat. Here I'm using it as a verb. Upgrade. In this case, I booked a hotel room and then the system asked me if I wanted to upgrade. The offer seemed like a good deal to me, so I did upgrade.
If you have seen this video that we're watching together, let me know in the comments. It's a video that I made a couple years ago, and it was one of my favorite videos. I loved making it so much. It's got some of my favorite people in it, but it didn't get very many views, so I thought I'm bringing it back and we're going to watch it together.
I paid a bit more money for a bigger, better room.
And then about an hour after I booked an upgrade because it sounded very enticing what was being offered.
Do you
I
see
have to move my camera here because I'm blocking how pregnant I look in the video. And that's no fun. I want everyone to see how pregnant I was.
pregnant I am here? I'm 8 months pregnant, and this was the last weekend that my doctor said I could travel away from home. So we took Stoney to my in-laws, that is David's parents, and took this short trip. In the US, you might hear people call this a baby moon. That is a relaxing trip you take.
Have any of you guys heard the term baby moon before? It was the trip that we did right before my son Sawyer was born. It was really fun. And oh man, it's just so crazy right now, isn't it, to think about being able to take a trip versus being stuck inside. I'm very wistful for that trip and just for thinking about being able to go to New York City, my favorite place on earth. Who knows when we'll be able to go back? Hopefully in a couple of months. But anyway, all right, let's keep watching. Click myself down again, shrink myself down.
Before it's harder to travel because you have a baby. This is related to the term honeymoon, which is a trip you take alone with your partner right after you get married.
So you booked for a water view deluxe cave, correct?
Yes, south-facing.
Here we're using some terms that you might use when describing a room.
I just want to say I'm really enjoying watching you guys in chat. Some people here already knew the term baby moon. Some people knew honeymoon, but not baby moon. And it's fun reading the chats as they come in. Okay, let's keep going. We have this room. We had an amazing trip.
We booked a king, which means it has a king-sized bed in it. King and California king are the two largest sized beds.
Okay, who here sleeps in a king? I sleep in a king with David because I want as much room as possible.
We used the term water view. This simply means what you can see from your room. You might have city view, park view, water view, ocean view, garden view, street view. This hotel is close to the Hudson River. I used the term south facing. This means when you're in your room looking out the window, which direction are you looking? I knew I wanted to be south facing because just north of the hotel are some taller buildings.
And I will say that hotel had an amazing view. We're about to see it.
I didn't want to look directly at another building, so I upgraded to a south-facing room. You might also see a room described as a corner room, which of course means you're on the corner of the building and you might get views in two different directions.
So you booked for a water view deluxe cave, correct?
Yes, south-facing.
Yep. I see that. Here, if I could just see a form of ID and a credit card for the reservation.
Sure.
When checking into a hotel, there's a good chance that they'll ask for a form of ID like she did. That would be something official with your picture and name on it like a driver's license or passport.
Have you ever gone on a trip and forgotten your ID? I was on a bus on the way to the airport to fly to Barcelona when I realized I didn't have my passport, and I had to call my ex-boyfriend, and he had to go break into my house. I told him how to do it, find my passport. I knew exactly where it was, and drive it to me
It was like 45 minutes away from where he was. It was so embarrassing, but I was very lucky he did it for me, and I still made my flight. Always remember your photo ID when you travel.
ID is short for identification. They'll also usually want a credit card from you so they can make charges to the room if you damage or take anything.
Yep, I see that. Here, if I could just see a form of ID and a credit card for the reservation.
Sure.
Okay, I saw Pedro asks, what's the name of the hotel? This was called the Standard Hotel in New York City. It's the only time I've stayed there. It's pretty ritzy. It's very pricey. It was a splurge, something that you can't do every day, something that you just do every once in a while to sort of treat yourself. That was what this hotel was, the Standard Hotel, New York City. Actually, they have 2 hotels in New York City. This was the one on the west side by, what is the name of that park? The High Line.
So I see that initially you put a deposit down for the room, so we would just need the card for incidentals.
Okay, no problem.
Incidentals. This is a word they use for anything in addition to the cost of the room. For example, if you eat or drink from the minibar in your room, they'll keep track of that and charge it to your card after you leave.
So we would just need the card for incidentals.
Okay, no problem. And it's not ready yet by chance, is it?
It is.
Oh, perfect.
She asks, have you stayed here before?
Oh, no, I've not. It's been on my bucket list.
Bucket list. Have you heard this term before? It means something you want to do within your lifetime. For example,
Okay, someone is asking, what was my ex-boyfriend's name? Someone says ex-boyfriend, what does that mean? So my ex-boyfriend is somebody who was my boyfriend and is not anymore. And his name was Justin. And so it was my ex-boyfriend who I had to call to bring me my passport because I didn't have that many people's phone numbers memorized. This was before cell phones. I had to get off the bus, call this guy from a payphone. I had his number memorized. I called him and I knew that he would probably be home and he would probably do this huge favor for me to go get my passport at my house and bring it to me 45 minutes away. So ex-boyfriend, someone that used to be your boyfriend, isn't anymore. You've probably heard the term ex-husband too, or ex-wife. That's what you call your partner after you've divorced. I don't have an ex-husband. I just have a husband, and you will see him in this video.
visiting Paris is on my bucket list.
Oh, no, I've not. It's been on my bucket list, so I'm glad that it's happening.
Cross it out,
Yes.
right? Just initial here, here, and a signature there. And if you could just add this gentleman's name right there.
Sure.
There might be something you have to initial or sign when checking into a hotel. Initial, of course, means you just put RS instead of your whole signature, Rachel Smith.
Just initial here, here, and a signature there. And if you could just add this gentleman's name right there.
Sure.
We finish checking in and head up to our room.
Room number 814. We have a card as a key. Very dark elevator.
Oh shoot, I didn't pause it in time. There was David. You could see him, my husband. You could see him reflected in the mirror of the elevator. Someone says, sorry, Justin. You know what? My ex-boyfriend, Justin, he's okay. He ended up great. He's married. He has 3 kids. He's living his best life in Indiana. So he's all good. We don't need to feel too bad for him.
See, this is why I didn't want to be north facing. It's because then you're just looking at a building.
North facing, south facing. It can be very handy to know the details of the room you want when booking a hotel. Let's go find the room.
There's the river. And there's the city.
Yes, see, that is the view that I was talking about. That is the view that I wanted. If I was going to splurge on this hotel, I wanted to make sure I had that view.
And there's the High Line. How cool is that?
The High Line is a park in NYC that was built on top of an abandoned raised train line. I'll also talk about the Whitney, which is an art museum.
That's the Whitney right there. Have you ever been to the Whitney, David, the new one? Yeah. And that's their little rooftop spot there. Maybe we should go. They have
Someone in the chat really wants us to know that it's 12:18 midnight there. So acknowledged. I'm enjoying reading y'all's comments in the chat. Thank you. Someone says, what do you call this kind of big window? Well, we would probably call it floor to ceiling. Floor to ceiling windows. And if I was saying that more conversationally, I would say floor to ceiling. So the word to sounds like d, Florida. Floor to ceiling, floor to ceiling. I just realized floor to Florida sounds like the state, Florida, floor to ceiling windows. So this hotel has amazing floor to ceiling windows. Keep the questions coming in the chat. I can't answer all of them, but I'll do my best to take them in.
pay as you wish entrance on Friday evenings. All right, well, let's settle in.
Settle in is a phrase that means to unpack, to get comfortable, to arrange your things in a new place. After a big move, it can take some time to settle in. Whenever we stay somewhere, even if it's just for a night or two, I like to spend some time settling in when we first arrive to make the stay more comfortable.
All right, well, let's settle in.
That night, our friend Renee dropped by and we ordered room service. Generally, you can reach the front desk by pressing 0. The front desk is there in the lobby, where we checked in. You can call them with your needs and questions. Room service is for the restaurant in the hotel that can make and bring food to your room. Okay, someone's asking, am I going to go again to this hotel? I would love to. It's gotten harder now that we have the second kid. It's harder to leave them. And, you know, this hotel was very expensive, so it's not something we can just do without thinking about it, or you know, we have to really plan it. It has to be like a special occasion. Actually, for our 5th wedding anniversary, we were going to go. We got married in January, and we were going to celebrate a little bit late. We were going to celebrate in March, but then coronavirus started happening, and it kind of became clear that we should not go, that we could not go. So we never did go celebrate our 5th wedding anniversary. Hopefully we will at some point. I'm just going to keep my eye on the chat. So if you have questions, just keep them coming. And thank you guys all for being here. This is fun. I love watching videos with you guys. It's fun seeing your questions that come in. I get a chance to explain a few extra things, and we get to have this kind of conversation more in real life.
Good evening, good services.
Hi, is this where I called
Wait,
to
what
place a
happened?
room service order?
Please hold on.
I don't hear that video anymore.
Thank
Do you
you.
guys hear it? Pause all movies. Someone says, how many children do you have? I have 2. 2 beautiful little children. Maybe that was only in this ear. I better put this ear back in. One is 4 years old and one is 1 year old. And they are a lot of fun. Okay, let me try to play this again.
It was the front desk,
Yeah.
not room service.
Thank you for calling room service. This is Yuli. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm in room 814,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to order 2 orders of fries.
Okay.
And does that come with ketchup?
Yeah.
Okay. And also 2 orders of a good pickle.
Okay. Okay. Did you want anything to drink with that?
Anyone thirsty? No, I think we're good.
If you ask someone if they want something or offer them something and they say, I'm good or we're good, that's like saying, no, thank you. That person does not want it.
Anyone thirsty? No, I think we're good.
They told me. Okay, someone in the chat said not to mention coronavirus because then it's going to wake up the YouTube algorithm and they're going to be like, and try to shut it down. Okay, someone's saying they can't hear the sound. The problem is it looks like the sound for that video is coming in one channel. Let me see if I can change that. I don't know that I know enough about how to change it. No, I don't think I do. So my microphone is coming in both channels, but the video sound that we're watching together is only coming in one channel. So if for some reason you have mono ear stereo speaker instead of stereo, I'm not making much sense. Then you won't hear it. And I'm sorry, I'll figure that out before my next live stream, because that's bad. Everyone should be able to hear everything. It would be a 30-minute wait. Okay, I am 8 months pregnant, if that helps boost me forward.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye. I mean, I'm not kidding. I am 8 months pregnant, if that makes a difference. Luckily, the food came quickly. Wow. Okay, so here, we got our room service. My friend Renee was visiting. She came to stop by and hang out with us for a little bit in our hotel room. And she lives by herself in Brooklyn, and something amazing has happened. What has happened is that hold on, maybe I can mute myself here and that will help. Will that help? Does that do anything? No. Okay, so she's moved in with us. 6 weeks ago, Brooklyn was starting to get crazy. New York City was starting to get crazy with the coronavirus. And so her work was having everybody work from home. And so she said, hey, can I come live with you guys for a week? And we were like, yes, absolutely. And then, of course, that week turned into much longer as we started to realize what was happening and the extent to which things were going to get shut down here. So 6 weeks ago, she moved in with us. We're very lucky that we have an extra room in our house for guests. So she got to, be here and have a comfortable place, some space to herself. But it's been 6 weeks now that she's been living with us. We love her so much. We're having so much fun with her. And we feel so lucky during this crazy time to have a friend who's moved in and is living with us. I love her so much. It makes me happy to see her here in my video.
Wow, that's a lot of fries.
That is a lot of fries.
Oh.
Ooh, I didn't expect them to be so little.
I think we could have gotten by with one order.
Nope.
No?
No. So glad we have two.
Mini mayonnaise,
All the best to go with the mini ketchup.
mini ketchup, and then 2 good pickles.
Mmm.
Okay, what did you think of yours?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
I think I'm going to give it a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Oh, so low.
Do you do this too? We rated how much we liked the pickle on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is always the lowest and 10 the highest, the very best of the best. So I didn't love the pickle. Still, there's something very luxurious about eating French fries in your hotel room at 10:30 at night. Many hotels have an ice machine. This one was labeled an ice dispenser. So almost every hotel... Okay, so that's my husband. In case you don't know who he is, let me move myself a little bit. There. That's my husband, David. On our baby moon, right before Sawyer was born. Room in America has an ice bucket that you can take to the machine to fill up. This one also had tongs to serve ice into glasses. David and I had such a relaxing stay here, enjoying slow days. Before we leave, let's go over a few more words and phrases that might be useful to you as you travel, as you stay in hotels. First, when you check into a hotel, you'll find the front desk in the lobby, and you can probably find a luggage cart there to help you get all your luggage to your room. Okay, so somebody was talking about they noticed some linking. I had said moved in, and it sounded like moved in, like the D was on the next word. That is totally true. That happens a lot with linking. And actually, I have a funny story about that. Sawyer, my youngest son, whenever he's done eating, I'll get like a cloth and I'll get it wet and I'll come over to him in his high chair and I'll say, Sawyer, can I get you cleaned up? And I say cleaned up. And he always repeats the last word that you say as he's learning language. And you know what word he said? He said dup. He took the D from cleaned and put it on the word up. And he thought that was the word unit in his mind. That's what he picked up. Dup, cleaned up. And he would say dup, dup. And I thought, this is amazing. He is getting, he gets the linking. And it was just an interesting way to think about it, you know. He thinks the word is dup, even though it's cleaned up. I love that. All right, let's keep going. The opposite of checking in is checking out. Check out, of course, is when you leave the hotel room and you give back your key. 2 phrasal verbs for your travel vocabulary: check in, check out. Here, I called the front desk to ask what time checkout was. I also had to report an issue about the room.
Good. No guest services. This is Freddie.
Hi, Freddie. I am wondering what time checkout is tomorrow morning.
It's at 12 p.m.
Okay, perfect. My other question is, I'm in room 814, and the drain to the bathtub doesn't seem to close all the way.
Okay, my apologies. Let me send someone up for that. Is that okay?
That's great. We're actually going to head out in a minute. Is it okay if we're not here?
That's great, yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome.
I used the phrasal verb head out. This means to leave. We were just getting ready to leave.
This could be another case where you're linking the ending consonant into a word that begins with a vowel or diphthong. Head out, head out, head out, head out. Cleaned up, cleaned up, cleaned up, cleaned up. Head out. Thinking about the ending consonant beginning the next word when the word begins with a vowel or diphthong can help you with your smooth linking, which is what we really want in American English.
Leave our room for a walk. Head out. That's great. We're actually going to head out in a minute. Is it okay if we're not here?
That's great, yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome.
We don't even need to try to get a late checkout because checkout's noon. That's perfect.
This particular hotel does have a mini bar, so that is a place where they're going to have.
Okay, now here I am giving you a little tour of the hotel room so that I can go over a little bit more vocabulary that has to do with the hotel room. So let's check that out.
Some food and snacks for you. They have some glasses for us, nice. And there's also a refrigerator. Minibar usually refers to a refrigerator. And this one is fully stocked. That means it came with all sorts of goodies ready for us. Now, usually if you eat or drink what comes here in the hotel, it's quite expensive. Much more expensive than just running out and buying it yourself. Another neat thing that this particular hotel room has is a shower bath room. So it's this whole room, floor to ceiling, doesn't matter if you get the whole thing wet, a big bathtub, and then there's some slats that look out into the room.
I mean, that's why I loved this room. Look at that view from the shower. That is when you're really getting spoiled, isn't it? Okay, just continuing to see you guys here in the chat. Thank you for being here. A couple people are asking about the Academy. Someone here from Poland. Hey, I've seen Brazil. Hey. So the Academy is $27 a month. Rachel'sEnglishAcademy.com. Of course, if that is something that you cannot do, no problem. I'm going to keep making YouTube videos, and the ones coming up in the rest of April, May, and then the summer, they're all really good videos. I'm really excited about them.
Room so you can still see the view as you take your shower. This hotel room also has a safe. Many hotel rooms do, so you can put passports or money, valuables, whatever, in the safe when you leave. One thing that people are often interested in when choosing a hotel is the list of amenities. Amenities would be things like a gym or a pool or room service, other things that you get in addition to your room, or special things that you might get in your room. Many hotels come with a little card like this. This one says, "Privacy please," and you hang this on your doorknob to let them know, I don't want anyone to come in and work on my room. Or, on the other side, I do want someone to come in, change out my towels for...
All right, just want to pop in and say again, okay, in chat, we've got Brazil. I saw Ethiopia there. I see Peru. What else? Colombia. I mean, I'm saying that with a terrible accent. I apologize. We've got the DR Congo. Awesome. Great to have you guys here. Ibrahim, hi. So I'm reading the chat. I can't respond to everybody, but I love how you guys are bringing so much energy to this video watching, this conversation that we're having. Thank you. All right, we're going to keep going.
clean towels, maybe vacuum. So this card says, privacy please, but you might also see do not disturb. Thank you guys for traveling with me to New York City this weekend. I also have a video that I made on travel phrases that you may use when checking in at an airport. Be sure to...
Okay, now at that point, I'm just sort of finishing up the video there. So thank you guys for joining me on this live stream to watch one of my past videos. There were a couple glitches, especially at the beginning. I couldn't figure out how to play the video from the start. The video was playing with mono audio and instead of on both channels. So sorry about that. I'm going to get better at it. And once I gain more confidence in using this software and doing live stream, I'll start doing it more regularly and I'll let you guys know when it's happening, okay? Because this is a great way to meet you guys and to know you guys more. So thank you all so much for being here, for watching this video with me, one of my all-time favorite videos. So wonderful. Okay, guys, we're ending this stream. Stay safe out there. Stay healthy. Love to you all. Bye.